our header just so that everyone knows what it is. Welcome to the Ask Zaylee Show. I'm so excited to have you guys here today. I know it's pretty early, so I'm kind of waiting for the platform to let everyone know that we are live. We have an amazing show today. So, we have a lot of things to cover and we're going to be covering them. So if you are here, please say hello. Say hello, guys. I'm so excited to connect with you guys tonight. It is a good day. Today's a good day. It's an exciting day. If you can hear me, please let me know that you can hear me so that, I am able to continue on. Comment. Let me know if you're here. I want to see you guys. Hello, Sydney. Hello, everyone. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Today we have some amazing things to cover. If you can let me know if you guys can hear me, that would be amazing. And we have some awesomeness that we're talking about today. So our question today came from the Ask Zaylee. It came from the Facebook group, right? So the Start Shoot Grow group, if you're not in there just yet, definitely head down below and join us inside of the Facebook group. It's an amazing experience and I want to see you guys in there. Javon, hello everyone. Welcome. So guys, listen. I want to ask you a few questions today, right? So we are going to be connecting with each other a bit more. Enrica, yes, Enrica says she can hear me. Yes, all right, guys. So that is perfect. We're diving right in because we have a lot of stuff to cover, right? So the first thing that I want to do is to make sure that we are getting to know each other, right? You guys are such an awesome community. I want to know down below in the comments, who are you and what do you do, right? And I think I'll ask this question every week because it's always good for you guys to share who you are and what you do, right? Because we never know. Inside of the comments, somebody might need your product or service or whatever it is you offer. So who are you and what do you do? I'd love if you can share that in the comments. That would be absolutely amazing. And then we're going to dive into, when you answer who you are and what you do, our next question of the day is, if you were creating an online course, what would that online course be about, right? So what would that course be about? I would love to know. If you were creating an online course, what would that thing be about? What would you create it about? What would you, would it be based on your expertise? Would it be based on a hobby or something that you are self-learned or self-taught in? Because, there are different things that our expertise comes from. Sometimes it's an experience that we have, right? That we have learned along the way, something that was really difficult for us. And so we were able to figure out how to overcome that thing. And now we want to reach back and help others to do that. Sometimes you want to create an online course around your career path, something that you were trained professionally to do. And now you want to now branch out and teach people. So I want to know down in the comments, and then we're going to take some time and go through those comments. So if you want to be featured on the screen, definitely let us know who you are and what you do. Right? And if you had an online course, if you could create an online course, what would that online course be about? Now, I want to take the opportunity to ask you guys, listen, we have growth goals this year. We want to touch more people. So I would love if you can share this show on whatever platform you're in. If you're inside of my Facebook group, you might not be able to share it. But if you're on the Facebook page or if you're on the YouTube page or on Periscope, wherever you're tuning in from, I would really appreciate it if you would share this broadcast because somebody else needs to know what we are sharing today, right? So after we just connect a bit and we share, we'll get into the goodness. So guys, if you're just coming on, I had two questions, right? First question, I'm gonna show it again so that we can get activated down in the comments. Who are you and what do you do, darling? I would love to know. And I see people sharing. Cheryl just shared. Oh my gosh, let me see. Sydney shared. Thank you for sharing, Sydney. Summer Ford shared. Hey, Summer. Oh my gosh. Latin Diabetes Nutrition. Joyce. Hello, Joyce. Joyce shared. Yes, I love it. I love it. So yes. All right, guys. So now we are going to get into Q1 for today. We're diving in and I'm really, really excited. So Javon, who is here, I'm sure Javon is here because I think I just saw her. Javon said, as an instructional designer, I used Articulate to design content for various LMS platforms. Where to house video content was never really a concern because most schools and businesses have their own servers, right? So this brings me to this week's questions and thoughts. And the first question, which was question 1, Javon asked, I was originally thinking about housing my course video content on YouTube. However, after researching, I realized that that was not a great idea, right? And then question 2 was, as an educator, there are several LMS platforms, Canvas, Blackboard, etc., which are designed specifically for education. Why is it, give me 1 second, guys, my comments are blocking my slide. Yes. So why is it that most content developers push platforms like Teachable, Thinkific, etc.? Is it because they are unaware of such platforms or something else? So this was such a great question. Thank you for asking this, Javon. And so let's dive into it. This is a packed question. It's very loaded, but that's what we're here for. We are here to answer all of these questions. So guys, keep on sharing who you are and what you do in the comments. And if you're watching the replay, let me know that you are here by hashtagging replay crew. You guys know I love to connect with you. If you've missed this show, that's totally fine. Let me know down in the comments that you were here because I love interacting with you guys. So let's dive into the first part of that question. So Javon said, not why, but I kind of want to go back into what she was saying because she said that she was looking at hosting her videos for her online course on YouTube, right? And now I want to share a little bit. So even though Javon did her research, I just want to go back and share a little bit about why this is not such a great idea, right? So yeah. Let's do it. So here's the thing. When you host your online course content on YouTube, you can definitely upload your video to YouTube and put it as unlisted and then share it, whether you're using WordPress or wherever it is, you can share it within that platform behind a password. So if your online course is self-hosted, that means you've built on WordPress or another platform and you are, doing things in a way where you can configure how your videos show up and all of those things. Now, I've been along every single part of the online course creation journey. I would say around 2014, I was self-hosted with my online course, right? And I was actually using, I can't even remember the name of the platform, but I built my full online course on WordPress, my first online course. And that took forever to build, by the way. Oh my gosh. Back in 2014. It was a lot, but I got it done. But here's the thing. If you're self-hosting your online course, it's much more tedious. And so that's just my opinion. Obviously, we're here and I'm giving my opinion, right, guys? So in my opinion, it was a lot to do. And then came the whole student experience thing, meaning onboarding your students, getting them in there. That was just a lot with a self-hosted platform. It just wasn't able to do a lot. You have limitations as it pertains to framing, how the course works. It may only work in one specific way and things like that. Now, this was really early in the game. Now, so I had to figure out how to host my online course videos. And so what I did was I would host on Wistia, right? Because that was what Javon asked. Sally, what do you host on? Now, keep that in mind, right? So there, you can host your videos on platforms so that it won't be on YouTube. Here's what, I definitely looked at YouTube myself. I was like, okay, I can leave this video unlisted. My audience is not going to see it. But if I put the link, people can have access to it inside of the online course. Two things that I don't really like about doing that is, one, it's unlisted and it's very easy for people to share it, right? So they can share that link very easily to an unlisted video. But the other thing was YouTube gives us related content. So imagine you're inside of an online course and you're going through that online course, and while you're going through it, and you're done looking at that one video, imagine YouTube gives you another video from someone else that is related to your topic in your industry, and then your person clicks on that video, because with YouTube, that bar shows up, that lower bar shows up with all the other juicy videos that you can watch. Whether it is that Wendy Williams just uploaded her episode, today's episode, onto YouTube. So you're looking at your online course, but now you're like, oh my gosh, that topic looks juicy, or, and I feel like I need to click that, right? Or, oh my gosh, someone else is explaining this in a different way. Maybe I need to click on this. And it just has too many clickable tiles going on, even if it's unlisted, right? So that's one thing that I did not like. And so, yes, there are ways to get around it, but listen, it was just too much. Javon, if you want to share in the comments other reasons why you didn't want to use YouTube, you can definitely share. But that was really why I was like, this does not make sense, because it's definitely marketing to other people, instead of keeping my student focused on the content that was in front of them. Too many distractions going on. And so I found Wistia. So I made a Wistia account, and I'm just going to go over into a bit of screen sharing with you guys. Let me just pull up Wistia. And what I'm going to do is kind of walk you through what Wistia is. So there are there's one other option that's really popular. There are probably more things these days, but there is Wistia, right? And then there's also, and I don't know why you guys can't see me right now. That's kind of weird, in that little circle right there. But there's Wistia, and there is also Vimeo. So you can use Wistia or you can use Vimeo as well, right? Exactly. So Javon said it's hard to protect your videos from unwanted downloads. And that's what I shared first, right? It's very easy to share a video in that way. It's not protected in any way at all, So that was one of the things that I was like, I'm not doing this. So yes, guys, let me just 1 second figure out why you can't see me when we get over to my screen share scene. But yes, so that was definitely one of the things. I think that, let me just make sure you guys are seeing me. Hold on. I think it is that we are on the wrong camera. So now that we're on the right camera, I can head back into screen sharing. All right, guys. And I asked before if you guys would be kind enough to share this video. So if you're here, please share this video so that we can reach more people. One of our big goals for this year. But yes. Here's the thing, you can use Wistia or Vimeo, but what I really wanted to walk you through is Wistia's pricing, right? So Wistia is amazing, and I used to use it as well, but here's what, right? Wistia is $99 per month for the pro, right? And so you're able to, Wistia is kind of like, let me just explain quickly what Wistia is. It's a bit like having a YouTube channel, but without it being public subscribers and things like that. So you're able to put privacy settings on your video so it can't be shared, or so, that, ooh, am I sweating, guys? So that it can't be shared, or only the people that you would like to see it can see it, right? So that's what I use. So there's Wistia and there's Vimeo. So I used Wistia, which I enjoyed using. Wistia was great, but it was expensive, right? And so I started digging and searching, right? And that's how I ended up finding Thinkific, right? I'll tell you what, I used a course platform on WordPress. I built out with 2 different LMSs, learning management systems on WordPress, and I was completely frustrated. I moved over to Teachable. I didn't like the experience there, and then I found Thinkific. And two things I loved about Thinkific is that you got paid, and this was back in the day, so I don't know if Teachable still works like this, but I liked getting my payment as soon as my student paid. At that time with Teachable, I think you had to wait 30 days to get your payment. And so I found Thinkific, and I loved how much I can make the platform do different things. It's still what I really love about it today. And so I started to use Thinkific, and I realized, guys, which is what I kind of want to walk you through a little bit, and just making sure that I'm on track with answering Javon's question. I actually started using Thinkific in a way where, not using Thinkific. I actually started using Thinkific, but what I really loved is that you're able to upload into Thinkific. And Thinkific uses Wistia to host their videos. So even if you start off with a free platform, a free plan on Thinkific, you can still upload your videos and you're not paying for Wistia. Right? So they use Wistia as the server that hosts their videos inside of Thinkific. So Javon, for me, you can see I have pages and pages of video because I have a lot of online courses because of the academy. And so that is actually how I host all of my videos, right? So you can see I'm on page 8 by now. Listen, I've been creating courses for a long time, but I love Thinkific because I'm able to actually host everything in here. Right? So I actually use Thinkific for my online courses, and my videos can be hosted in here as well. So whether it's for my sales page videos, whether it is videos inside of my online courses, I am able to then, let me just move my chat a bit. I'm able to upload the videos that is specific to the module so that my student is staying in alignment with what I'm sharing. And it is private, it's secure in here, and it's actually a part of the platform. So I don't use Vimeo or Wistia or anything when the tool that I have is so amazing. I don't know why I'm on my website, but the tool that I have is so amazing that I am actually able to host all of my videos in here, right? Even when I have longer master classes, I can host it in here. The thing is, I may have to compress it, and for compression, I use Handbrake. Right? So I love Thinkific because I'm able to do that. So this is one thing that I want you guys to kind of keep in mind. Like, you're able to use this platform to host your videos. So I don't pay externally for any other video hosting. Everything is done in Thinkific, right? And so I just want to take us back to Javon's question so that we are sure that, we're answering it correctly. Javon, let me know if that makes sense. I want to know if that's the answer that you were looking for, just so that I'm able to be sure of what we're doing, right? And I will tell you something. It's funny because I'm seeing Anthony saying that he gets so sidetracked when watching course videos on YouTube. I know I shouldn't feel this way, but I also feel it's kind of janky. Anthony, hello. And to have to go to multiple different pages to get course content. Anthony, you are my people. When I want to make time to focus on something, I get easily distracted, guys. I can't be out here on your course on YouTube. Then I got to find a link that's going to take me to another page over there. And then I'm seeing something that I want to watch over here. I can't. But that's just me. So because obviously I'm thinking, well, my students probably think just like me. I want to make sure that they have the best course experience. And another thing is, if my students, if my students are paying me good money to enroll into my online course, I'm going to make it simple for them to actually move through that content. My goal is for you to get the outcome that you came here for, right? So I don't like stitching things together. I don't like using things that are glued together. And so I don't want to give that experience to my students. And it's free, guys. And I'm going to walk you through pricing in a little bit. Right. But yes, so that is what I'm thinking. Vanessa, thank you so much. Vanessa said it was great seeing you at Amplify. Yes. Thank you so much, Vanessa. I'm so happy that you are here. Sydney said, I feel like I'm not using the right video privacy settings with Vimeo. Sydney, why are you using Vimeo? That's my question for you. Hello, Cole. Yeah. So let me see. Let me see if I have any more questions to answer. Ooh, okay. That's Sydney connecting with Cole. I guess Cole will explain to Sydney what she does and how she does it, right? That is so amazing that you guys are connecting. And that kind of takes me back to my question before you got in. So if you're just getting in, I want to know, who are you and what do you do? And then at the end of the show, we're going to go through who's here, who's who here, and what everybody does. But who are you and what do you do? And if you are creating an online course, what would it be about, right? I really want to know that. I want to get to know you guys, and I want us to get to know each other in the comments as well. So I'm going to go back to Javon's question, right? And so we're going to see that Javon's other question was, so Javon, I use Thinkific to host my videos. It is included in my plan, and you can also do it on the free plan. Now, part 2 of Javon's question is really good as well. So Javon said, as an educator, there are several LMS platforms, Canvas, Blackboard, etc., which are designed specifically for education. Why is it that most content developers push platforms like Teachable or Thinkific? Is it because they are unaware of such platforms, or is it something else? Javon, this is such a good question, and I'm so excited to answer. So I remember using Blackboard in college, right? And so here's the thing about Blackboard and Canvas and all of these platforms. And so if you don't know what Blackboard is, I am going to share with you, right? So we're going to move over to Blackboard. Blackboard is where, from what I know, most colleges use to host their, online courses. Yes, their online, is it courses? What would you say course? Online classes, right? I remember using Blackboard back in the day. It was way more janky than it looks now. So it actually looks way nicer now. But this is what Blackboard is, guys. And so you can see that people can use it for consulting services. Let me move my comments. Recruitment services, student success services, consulting services, and online program experience, right? And so the other thing that Javon, or the other tool, I should say, that Javon mentioned was Canvas, right? I've never used Canvas, but it says Canvas LMS solutions for school and beyond. And so I see that a lot of schools probably use it, right? And here's the thing. So it says, so what makes Canvas such a powerful online learning tool? There's a lot we can say about Canvas, about the Canvas learning ecosystem, which includes the user-friendly Canvas LMS, but we only have so much space. Here are a few, Here are just a few of Canvas's education boosting benefits, right? So integrations, community partners. This looks amazing. But here's what I'm not getting, and not getting, but I'll tell you why most content creators recommend a Teachable and a Thinkific. Guys, we are running online businesses, right? So here's the thing. With a Teachable or a Thinkific, and my preference is Thinkific, clearly Thinkific. I've always had that stance. I absolutely love Thinkific. So for me, I use Thinkific for my online course business because it's a business, meaning that I need those components of marketing and sales. So although I'm building out that online course and I'm really excited about delivering that to my students, I'm able to build a site, an independent site with Thinkific, meaning that you guys know I host startshootgrow.com on Thinkific itself. The other thing is the integrations as it pertains to marketing. So when we look at Thinkific, we're able to actually integrate our email marketing platform. We're able to use code in certain circumstances. If I want to make sure that I'm showing you that people are signing up for my school daily or are signing into my courses daily, I can put in code to show that because I'm thinking about marketing. I can add things like testimonials easily. You guys can review my courses easily. I'm sure if you're in here, you probably gave me a review inside of Thinkific at some point. So I can get all of those things easily because those things are going to help my online course business, right? So with platforms like Thinkific, we're thinking about ease of use for marketing and sales as well. I can build out my sales pages on Thinkific. I can easily pull a video from my video library in Thinkific and put it on my sales page to encourage my student to invest in themselves, right? So when we think about things like that, that's the reason why we're using platforms like Thinkific or Teachable, because these platforms are driven for individuals to sell their online courses. And that's not really what Blackboard is built for, or not really what I think Canvas is built for, right? So when you have someone that is creating a product that is specifically serving a niche audience, that's the difference. So Blackboard is great for EDUs and education, but platforms like Thinkific are great for you as an independent course creator to actually create your own course, right? Create and sell, create, market, and sell. That's what it's about. So I think that part is what people forget about when it comes to online course creation. And I love that platforms like Thinkific make this a thing, right? So Javon, that is the main difference. And what I'm going to do is just head into Q&A mode and just make sure that you guys are okay. And Sydney said, my school system uses Canvas, but it's not a super great student experience. Yikes. Thank you for that transparency, Sydney. I've taken classes on Blackboard recently. It's okay, but still very rudimentary in terms of assignments and quizzes. And anything interactive. Exactly. Taisha said Blackboard was very janky in the 90s. Girl, let me tell you, I remember using Blackboard in college and I was like, what's this? There has to be something else, right? Sydney said, Zaylee, I use Vimeo for the videos embedded on my website. Gotcha, Sydney. That makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Cole said, this was Sydney and Cole again. But yes, guys. So that's the difference, Javon. When we think about running an online course business, making sure that we are marketing and selling is really, really important. And so what I want to do with you guys is kind of walk you through some of the benefits of using a platform like Thinkific. So we can kind of see, if you're not using it just yet, you can see if this is something that you would be interested in, right? So now I am going to head over to Thinkific's features, right? It's funny, I just recorded a full masterclass on selling with video content for the people inside of the Start, Shoot, Grow Academy, and another project that I have coming up. I'm so excited. I've been on the back end recording so much goodness for you guys. But, please, by the way, guys, the Start, Shoot, Grow waitlist is open. And I just remembered this. The Start, Shoot, Grow waitlist is open, guys. So you can definitely head down below in the description and sign up for the waitlist. I want to make sure that you guys are on the waitlist so that you will know first what's going on with Start, Shoot, Grow. Today, I was actually researching a platform for us to engage and go live on. So yes, I was researching some really good stuff for us and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. But yes, we are opening up in March and we don't want you guys to miss the opportunity to know first, when everything is, in motion. Super excited about that. All right, guys. So let's get back to business, right? Ooh, wait. I'm moving things everywhere. Hold on. All right. So this is the thing. When we look at what is included in Thinkific, right? I have here the different pricing points, and I just want to put a timestamp into this video just in case things change, because you guys know we get viewers on these videos after. So it is currently January, I think 28th or 29th, 2021. However, that's the timestamp so that if you're looking at this specific page and choosing your plan, you might not be seeing what we share here. But as far as today, this is what you can get. So we have the free plan, the basic plan, the pro plan, the growth plan, and the premier plan. We also have the plus plan. But if you're here, you're probably just starting out, or you probably have been selling your online courses on a self-hosted platform and you're just looking to make things so much easier, especially like we said before, for your marketing and your sales as well, right? So the first thing is that they're sharing with you that no design or technical experience is required, right? For any of the plans, for free, basic, pro, growth, premier, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be a professional designer or anything like that. The other cool thing is full video, Javon, and content hosting. So we're able to host on the platform itself. And even in here, I can show you guys that you're able to add so many components. I love creating inside of Thinkific. And you guys know I'm a huge fan of Canva, not Canvas, but I love using Canva to beautify my online course experiences as well. So if I have to show you how that looks on the front end, this is how it would look, right? So this is me using a graphic as a button to help people get their account set up while we go through this course content.
Okay,
right?
Are you ready?
And this is me welcoming the people into the online course. You guys know how I feel about a good, strong welcome video. It's kind of like someone has entered your house and you are giving them a tour of, or telling them, well, this is what we're going to do today, right? But the cool thing is that you can host PDFs, you can host so many things on the Thinkific platform. So these are workbooks. Let's say you have something that you want to walk someone through as it pertains to your online course or pertains to the video they probably watched before that specific workbook. You're able to do that as well.
All right.
Right? So that's what I love. So you're able to host different types of content on the Thinkific platform. I love giving a good quiz so that I can test my person after they're done doing their module. And you're also able to do that here, right? So many other things, but this is just me giving you guys a quick walkthrough. Now, the other thing is you can create those courses with any content type, meaning that if you're just starting off and you don't have a lot to work with, and that's what I created in my Amplify Masterclass, which was so exciting. I shared about the different parts of your journey, right? And what you would need to use if you're a beginner course creator or if you have been creating online courses for a while. And so with Thinkific, you can actually create with any type of content. And one type of content that I loved to use, and I don't think I have an example of it in this specific online course, but it's the presentation format, because you're able to actually record inside of Thinkific. So let's say I want to use the presentation type. I would actually go into presentation. And I can upload PDFs here, guys, and then I can record right in Thinkific my voice over those presentations. So you can even start off your course by doing that, right? Such a genius idea. And I think even when I moved from Teachable to Thinkific, I was so excited because I was like, oh my gosh, this is so genius. This is absolutely amazing. And so that's the really cool thing. You're able to do so much in Thinkific to just get started. Your course does not have to be perfect on your first go, because if it's something that you really believe in, you will keep on building it and developing it as you move along. So that's one thing that I want you guys to definitely remember and think about. Now, the cool thing is that you're able to import existing content as well, and that is on all of the plans. Retain ownership over your content, and that's really important. And I want to share a video on, because I was thinking about sharing that in this video as well. But let me know down in the comments if you would want to see a video on the difference between hosting your own course on Thinkific, on a platform like Thinkific, or hosting your online course on Udemy, or what are other ones? Skillshare. What things that do you have to think about to make the decision to maybe host on Skillshare or maybe host on Udemy, because those are actually course marketplaces, which is different from Thinkific being, your own online course, right? So Thinkific doesn't supply you with an audience. You bring your audience to Thinkific, right? And a platform like Skillshare or Udemy, you get recommended, which is kind of like what Anthony and I were speaking about earlier, where, you get if I'm looking at this, I might get a notification for another course over there based on the same thing, right? Which is not always really good for, marketing purposes, or for just you having your online course somewhere. It's kind of like you see a chair on Amazon and then on the bottom you see another recommended chair that's probably better than that chair, right? So that's what a marketplace is. But yes, so you get to retain ownership to your own content, right? And then you have built-in content creation tools, kind of like the presentation that I just showed to you guys. I wish I could find an example right now, but I would have to search for a while to show you what that presentation looks like. But yes, guys, also downloadable content. And so the thing that I like is that we've gotten a bit into, all of this stuff, and this is still the free plan. You can still get all of these things on the free plan. The free plan stops at, which is what I just said, voice over PowerPoint presentation tool. And I love that you can use that on the free plan because you can get started in no time. Let me know if you want me to make a dedicated video about how to use the PowerPoint presentation tool inside of Thinkific, because you could really start your online course in that way so easily, right? You can use student surveys, quizzes, a student discussion, student course reviews. It really gives you all of the tools to really get started. And then as we move further, then on basic, you have unlimited courses, right? And then as you move on, well, you have more advanced tools, right? So, you can then measure things a bit better. You can have your video completion or require video completion before they move on. You can host Storyline, Captivate, and other tools. There are so many other things that you can do. You can do live lessons with Zoom. But guys, all of these things at the bottom here are not really required for you to really start your online course. So here's my question to you guys. If you're here in the comments, are you just starting with an online course idea? Have you started mapping out an online course at all as yet? Let me know down below. Don't be shy. Let me know down below. Or are you advanced? Are you creating online courses and selling lots of courses? I want to know. And I'm going to head over into the Q&A just to see. Javon said, yes, LMS is not designed for marketing. So that's the difference, Javon. I hope this was helpful in helping you understand why we don't use an LMS for, or why content creators do recommend these tools, right? And then Taisha said, I've just started migrating my membership 100% to Thinkific. Welcome, girl. I initially had no idea about what was possible besides the courses. Yes, Start Your Grow is hosted on Thinkific and has been hosted on Thinkific for a few years. So yes, girl, life-changing, game-changing. I'm excited for you. Congratulations, Taisha. And she said, my Harrow course is almost all voice-over slides and still not perfect, but still cha-ching selling. Exactly. I love it. You have to start somewhere. It's not going to be perfect when you start, right? And Joyce said, yes, please. So I'll definitely put that into our notes, guys. Sonia said, yes, please. Gotcha. All right, guys. So I will definitely make a note of that. Sydney said, I have the growth plan because I wanted to do assessments, but not sure if I need that. Could probably drop down to pro. Is there any other reason to stay on growth? It depends on really what you want, Sydney. Let's see. Let's go back to that page. So you said you were on pro, but you're on growth, but you could drop back down to pro. Yeah, that's really the difference. Having a Brillium access to it, and Brillium is a bit more in-depth. They're in-depth exams, so having that integration would require growth, but you could also drop down to pro. But pro is also 99. So there's not much of a difference. I think the difference is just having Brillium. But guess what? So this was online course creation features, but you can also go through sales and marketing features. Let's see the difference between pro and growth here. So with growth, you have groups, and I think groups really works well for if you're really monitoring groups of students. So that's the difference between you having pro and growth here. right? So you can easily sell your courses to cohorts or organizations with groups. So if you know you want to license a specific amount of your courses to a specific organization, then you would be using groups. Direct active campaign integration is in growth, Sydney. So if you're using active campaign or Infusionsoft as your email marketing or CRM tools, then that's when you need it, right? And so design customization, the difference between pro and growth is you can remove your Thinkific branding. For me, that's really important. And even though I say it all the time that my platform is hosted on Thinkific, I don't want it on, I like my platform being white labeled, right? So I don't want Thinkific branding everywhere. Make sense? I hope that makes sense. And then you can check out the student experience. So I can also drop this Thinkific comparison pricing page for you guys, but I love that they broke it down into student experience, sales and marketing, course content, and all of those things. So you can actually see. I love having completion certificates. And also another thing is site admin. So if you know you need different levels of admin, meaning that you have an assistant that you want to get in there and move things around when you are not able to and things like that, then that's why you would make sure that, you know, you're on one of the higher plans, right? But yeah. I think, okay, so they're build annually, let me see. So Sydney, if you're on growth, I would say you stay on growth. That would be my advice, unless you have a different thought about it, right? So I'm gonna go back out into Q&A and let me see what you guys are saying. I love that you guys are sharing where you are in this journey, right? So Sonia said she is starting out. I love it. Joyce said, to be honest, I have an idea, but I don't know how to map it out. I am lost. Joyce, I totally get that. I'm trying to think if I have any videos based on how to map out your online. I have a course based on how to map out your online course, but I don't think I have any videos on YouTube based on that. Tiff said, I don't have an online course right now, but I'm starting my coaching program. Am I still able to use Thinkific? And if so, what can I put in it for my clients? This is such a good question, Tiff. This question, what you would put is, if you have a framework or a specific journey that your clients start out with and then end up, like, what is starting like for your clients and what is success for your clients. And if you map that out, then you're able to actually input that into the Thinkific platform. So even Joyce, in you asking, you don't know where to start, think about where your people are starting and where they are, where you would like for them to finish. What is the point of success and where they're starting? And then you map that out and you're able to figure out, like, what should go into module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kind of thing, right? And so for you, Tiff, that's how you got to think about it. Like, what is going to include, like, what includes how I get my clients from point A to point E? What's included and how can I break that down and then put it into my platform? For me, I love that because what happens is I can have them refer to specific things because you don't want to be, I like when my students have resources or my clients have resources and things that they can refer to and go through. And when we coach together, what we can then do is, communicate about what they need to do or what is required, or, especially when you're scaling, then it's really important to have your intellectual property laid out, right? And Miss Petite S said, just starting out. Totally gotcha. I love that you guys are sharing with me. Oh, Cole said, I can't see the comment properly. Let me see. Cole said, we have a corporate Udemy account. I would not want my courses on that platform. It's too busy. Yes, it is. I feel like some of the content is outdated. Yes, because people have courses that they've put up there forever. A few months ago, I watched on a YouTube video about organizing emails. And the same free video that was on YouTube was on Udemy. Yes, that is, I don't like that. However, I will tell you guys something, and I can definitely explain more in a video on Marketplace or having your courses on a Marketplace. The plus about it is if you have a course that is probably at the tip of the iceberg of what your client or student would need to do, what you can do is put that course on a Marketplace, right? Because that would get enrollments. And then at the end of that course, you can mention your main course that is hosted on Thinkific, right? So that's a little tip for you guys. Michael said, I'm creating my online course now and I'm using Thinkific. I got a few students who've prepped in Thinkific, who've prepaid, and Thinkific really helped with that a lot. Yes, thank you for sharing that, Michael. And that kind of goes back to what I was speaking about earlier, the marketing of it all. Congrats on your course, Michael. That is absolutely amazing. And you can use Thinkific where they don't have access to your course just yet, so you have it set as prepaid, and that helps validate the course idea. It helps your people to know that, okay, so this course, I want to enroll in it. I want access to this. And, you know, if you have that exchange of, well, they've paid you and now you can create the online course, what that does is I say, if you sell 10 of those, definitely go hard and really develop that curriculum. Right? So I love that you shared that, Michael. And Sydney said, ooh, they got me with the branding. Guess I'm staying on growth. Yes, girl. Definitely. Cole said, yes, I have a lot of content on YouTube. Yes, exactly. Cole is formerly the Natural Cole. Javon's question is, Thinkific is also the only platform that doesn't have additional charges other than third-party payment processing. Javon, I think for me, that sealed the deal. Like when I found Thinkific years ago, I was like, oh, okay. And then the other things were, you know, just getting me more and more like interested and excited. And so I've been using that platform for years. Joyce said, can you share the title of your course? Joyce, this course that I was actually showing is called, let me see if I can share my screen again. Let me see, guys. It is actually called the Craveable Course Experience, right? So, yeah. That's what it
Let's
is.
talk.
This is actually that course where I really share about, or part of the course where I share about how to really build out your online course, right? And so if you look at it, Joyce, what you are seeing is 5 days where I'm sharing defining your course objective. So how to really define the objective of your online course. How to understand how to relate to your ideal student. And I teach this because so many of the things that I teach in this module is going to help you actually sell that online course, right? Because that's what it's about. It's really also about selling the thing. We can create the most beautiful things, but if we're not selling them, have we completed the journey, or have we completed the commitment that we've made to ourselves and other people? So day 3 would be building a foundation for branding and your true messaging. Day 4 is outlining your online course curriculum. And day 5 is understanding the visual components for your online course. And then I have a few bonuses in there as well. But it's called the Craveable course, right? Hold on. Yes, the Craveable course core, the core of a Craveable course, because yeah, that's what I think that, you know, we want to create a Craveable experience, meaning, you know, you will be sold out and people will be raving and writing you amazing reviews based on your online course. So that, you know, that's marketing in itself. Albina Holistic Beauty said, I have a course ready to go, but I just have cold feet for 2 months. Don't kill me, but still using Google Drive. By the way, your earrings are hot. Thank you, lovely. But why? Okay, so that's another thing. And I think I had that in my title as well. No Google Drive. Because because it goes back to that piecing things together, right? So Obina, I hope you definitely think about pulling that from Google Drive and laying it out in Thinkific. You can upload your workbooks, you can upload all of those things and have them inside of the Thinkific platform and put a price on it. And I love that Thinkific has a cart, so you can actually just sell that thing, build a landing page in there and sell it, right? So I use Thinkific for my cart sometimes, and sometimes I use Thrive Cart, which I can connect to Thinkific through Zapier. But listen, it's definitely all a game changer, guys. So that's what I really wanted to share for you, or share with you today. And Taisha asked a really good question. Zaylee, do you use the email feature to contact your students, or do you export everyone to another email platform? Taisha, I actually use ConvertKit. So one of the integrations that Thinkific has is that I can, when someone comes into a specific online course, I have a list for that course inside of ConvertKit. So there's an automatic trigger that puts that person inside of ConvertKit and onto my email list. So I email directly from ConvertKit, right? And let me see. Sydney said, can you talk a bit about the differences between Thinkific and Kajabi? That's a really good question, Sydney. I don't know much about the way Kajabi works. I'll be really honest with you. When I find something that works for me, I lock into it. You guys know that, which is why I'm also always I tell you guys all the time, I get pitched by a lot of tools, but I know what works for myself and, my business. And that's what I really share with you guys genuinely. So I don't know much about the difference between Thinkific and Kajabi. What I can tell you is I've taken courses inside of Kajabi, and for me, I really love the linear experience in Thinkific, meaning I love that I'm able to actually walk through, like I can see the course, like I can open it up here, I can see the welcome. I feel like inside of Kajabi, the way that the course is displayed, I don't like it. That's just my opinion, but it could also be that I'm used to Thinkific, but I'm not a huge fan of the way that the layout of Kajabi is, right? And that's just me being honest. And everyone has a different opinion, but that's just I really think about my students, right? When I am creating. Let me see. Sydney said Kajabi is all the money. And it is. It more than likely is. I have not looked at pricing for Kajabi in a long time, but yeah, I think that's the only qualm that I have with it. I don't like the way that things are laid out when you're learning. And that's from my experience as a student taking other people's courses on Kajabi. Cheryl said Kajabi is expensive. Sonia said, I don't have a large mailing list. What options do I have to get the word of mouth out about? How do I get word of mouth out about my online course? Sonia, do you do video? Yes or no? I want you guys to tell me who in here is using video content in their business. Let me know in the comments. I want to see if you're using video in the comments. If you're using video, press 1. And if you're not using video just yet, press 2. That's what I want to know. And while I wait for you guys to answer, I want to make sure that you guys are heading over to get access to our searchable database where we update all of our online courses, right? All of our online courses and all of the things that we have going on, we have them here. And this is what you get. You get a searchable database of all of the goodness, right? So you get the beginner setup list, you get the intermediate or the advanced setup list, right? So I give you all of the lists as well. And guess what? We can also break down our resources by hardware, by software, all of the things that I use in my business. I share it here with you guys. So if you head down in the description, you can definitely sign up and get access to this. I think I showed it to you guys last week and you guys were ecstatic about it. So it's all of the video equipment for all stages. If you're just starting off, then I show you what you need. If you are in there already and you're looking to upgrade, I show you. So I show you everything that I even use to produce my show, which is in the Grow set. So the Grow set is the advanced setup. So you can see all the behind the scenes, all the tea is in here, all of my lenses and all of that stuff. But I also show, if you are a beginner, you would click the start set. So the start set, I show you all of the things that you can possibly use to get started. And then we have the shoot set, right? Which is intermediate. So all of the things you might need, and those are accompanied by checklists. So if you head down below, you'll see, that searchable database, the equipment, darling, that I use to create. But let me see. So let me go back into Q&A and see who's doing what, right? Hello, Cassandra. How are you? So Sydney said one, she's using video. Tiff is using video. Cheryl said not yet. Obina said not yet. Cassandra, Javon. Okay, so I'm seeing a few ones and twos, right? And wow, that is absolutely amazing. Yes, thank you. Thank you for being here, Cassandra. Okay, Sonia, okay. Let me tell you something. Video will do two amazing things for you, right? Video can help you build your email list, right? Every time I get off live, I see growth in my email list, right? Now, the cool thing is when I get off live, this video lives on YouTube still. So it still generates signups for my email. My email list is constantly growing every single day. And it's because of video content. So I'm on here live with you guys, but even in the videos that I pre-produce and edit and upload, I have prompts to join the email list that way as well. One way to join my email list is through my Facebook group. Another way is to get my guide. I have so much free content out there, but I'm always asking for, you to sign up to that email list. So I don't want you guys to be shy about doing that because it's really important. And your email list is going to help you grow your business, right? So Sonia, using video is really powerful and it's a powerful way for you to grow your business. So I hope that was helpful and I hope it encourages you to now grow your email list. And when you're launching, the most powerful way to launch is with video. Right? When you are launching, it's so powerful. And it's so funny because I did a full masterclass on selling with a video. We recorded that yesterday. Oh my gosh, it was a lot. And so right now I'm pre-recording not all of, but most of the classes for Start Shoot Grow that you guys are going to get access to when you first sign up. And that was one, selling with video. And I'll tell you, one of the messages that I gave in there was how you show up when you're not selling something. It's going to show you how much money you're going to make. So if you're just popping out the woodworks like, hey guys, I have a course for sale, and you have not even said hello to your small email list, in the longest while, that's going to affect your sales. Start talking to your people, start nurturing your people. Please, it's like one of the best things you can ever do, right? Cassandra said, I'm golden. You're amazing, sharing all of this with us. I'm just thankful that you guys are here for me to share with you. Cole said, let me see what Cole said. Cole said, I met Zaylee years ago through her YouTube bootcamp course, which was hosted in Thinkific. Yes, I was so impressed with the experience. I reached out and said, I must work with you. Yes, Cole, that was so many years ago, and look how far we have come. Right? So that was years ago, guys. And, it's really about the experience that you're able to provide with people. Even if you don't have the perfect platform, connect with your audience. It's the most powerful thing that you can do. And what's going to happen is people are going to share it more and more, or people are going to refer you, or people are going to be like, oh my gosh, I met this person today and you should watch them too. The other day, somebody commented under my podcast episode on YouTube, and she said, oh my gosh, Saley, it's so great to meet you. This is my first time listening to anything that you've done, and I'm in love. She was like, my friend sent me this podcast episode, and that warmed my heart. So shout out to you. I can't remember the name because you guys know that I get new names and comments every day, but that warmed my heart. I love when people share my content because I'm really here to help people, right? That is the goal. Tiff said, I want to grow my email list, so I'm going to take your advice. Oh, the advice that you gave this week, I'm going to add my opt-in to the description of my YouTube channel. Tiff, I saw that. I think you said that in the Facebook group or somewhere. You said, this is a good tip. Yes, girl. Invite your people to join your email list. Invite them. If you have something juicy, a checklist, or something that's related to your coaching and the things you do, girl, say it. Say it out loud. Don't just put it in the description. Let them know that it's down below and they're welcome to go grab that thing. Especially if you know what you're giving is value. I'm never afraid to share the things that I'm sharing because I know we work hard on our free stuff, right? So imagine what our paid stuff is like. That's the kind of thing that you gotta be like, hey, I'm not even afraid to ask people to join because this is something free, right? And so, when they end up joining and you're giving value, when it's time for you to ask, it's going to be such a no-brainer because they've been walking through the process with you forever, right? But yes, grow your email list inside of your YouTube videos. For me, I do this live, but this live lives because we make sure that it's SEO based, meaning that people can find it after. People can see how I interact with my audience live after. If I mentioned my wait list or I mentioned my equipment list, either way, something is going to make you want to get on the list. And I'm telling you, when I get off live, I see the growth on the days I go live specifically. And the days that I upload, I see my email list rise. You get what I'm saying? So I want you guys to start implementing these things. I talk to you guys about what we do very openly. And if I can share, I feel like if I can share something, if you can walk away after you watch any video that I create with just one tweak that you can do, that can grow your business and make you more money, I'm happy. That makes me sleep well at night. All right, guys. So listen, it is 8:02 and I don't want to keep you guys here locked in on a Friday night. I want to thank you so much for being here. I'm really thankful for you. If you have not shared yet, it's not too late to share. Share it with somebody. And that's I do all this for free, but that's a cute little, payment that you can give. Just appreciation, a token of appreciation for being here. If you have not shared this yet, share it with somebody, and I would be so grateful for that. I'm so thankful for you guys. I love you. And guess what? We're here next Friday as usual, girl. Unless it's a holiday. I don't think so, but I will see you next Friday, same time, same place. And if you have not joined the Facebook group just yet, hopefully somebody asks a juicy question and we have a juicy response so that we can get on here and kiki and learn something together on a Friday night. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you